What's up, everybody? I hope all of you are having a wonderful Saturday. It's Stuck in Carbonite here, and I just want to talk about Optimus Prime for a second. Uh, as you guys have probably seen, I've talked about Transformers a little bit on the channel, not much, but I am a huge fan of Transformers. I've always tried to collect my favorite characters, and there's also a lot of times where I have missed out on collecting Transformers, like where I stopped collecting, but I pick back up. And the main reason is just price and space. When it comes down to it, I'm more of a fan of like the figure itself. So far, as I'm getting older, the whole gimmick of transforming back and forth just isn't my thing. I don't have, the time, or whenever I do have the time, I just don't feel like transforming them back and forth. And, nowadays some are very complicated. Depending on, what you got, it could take you, a few minutes. And, that's kind of how it was when I was younger as well with the movie line figures. Um, some Transformers they just take longer to transform. There's no way around it. That's not a bad thing. It's more accurate, in design, but it it is time consuming. And I've been eyeballing 3.0 MDLX. Those things are great. But, at the same time, I'm like, it's just also really nice to have a really good looking mainline figure that I don't have to sell my freaking kidney for. You know what I mean? So today, I just want to talk about the rumor of the Studio Series 86 Commander Class Optimus Prime. As you guys have probably seen, if you're a huge Transformers fan, there was a leaked image of Prime playing the piano. I don't know if that was at some toy show, some toy fair. I really don't know where this was at. So I don't know where the picture came from. I don't know the original source. So whoever you are, thank you for sending out this picture. I might share it here. You might see it on the screen. But anyways, that picture is not mine. Just, getting that out there. So credits to who originally posted it out there. Whoever you are, thank you, sir, ma'am. Just appreciate it. But yeah, so far it looks like a good figure. It's kind of hard for us to tell exactly what it looks like, but I think the robot mode looks great. He's kind of sitting down on a stool, so we really don't get to see, the entire front side of his body. It's more of like a side profile, and he's slightly turned. So it doesn't really help us see the full figure, but it does look like a Studio Series Commander Class Prime because we just haven't seen that particular mold. So the thing is will it be worth it? What was it? Was it late last year? Studio Series came out with that Commander Class Ultra Magnus, and if I'm not mistaken, he was $90. And yes, he was a beautiful figure, but $90? Like, and I know people that collect Masterpiece, this is nothing new for them, and that's basically what that Ultra Magnus was a masterpiece. But $90 for a mainline figure, or quote unquote mainline figure, because I didn't see him anywhere. I believe he sold pretty well, but I thought it was a great figure, but I didn't pull the trigger because they've already made so many Ultra Magnuses in recent years. We had the Siege Ultra Magnus. Then you had the Siege Redeco, where it was in that mystery box. That's the one I bought. The one where he's like grayed out because, spoiler alert, he dies in the War for Cybertron series, which I thought was a nice series, but, he was, he got axed pretty quick. But, we had 2 or 3 reprints of that mold, the Siege mold. Actually, no, there's 4 or 5. Yeah, there's a bunch for just that mold, right? And then you also had the Earthrise mold, which they also didn't they reissue that for Kingdom? So you got to think we've already had like 5 or 6 Ultra Magnuses with using the same 2 molds in like 4 years. It's crazy. I mean, I know it sounds ridiculous, but that's literally what happened. So I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but that's just what happened. So the reason why I have these 3 primes here is because I think these are great primes that are mainline. Now, 2 of these might be a little bit more on the expensive side, if I'm not mistaken, you could probably get the Kingdom Prime pretty cheap, which, the one on the far left, this is my Earthrise, but it's the same mold. They re-released it for the Kingdom line. But honestly, the hardest figure out of these three to get would be this Bumblebee movie. Studio Series number 38, Optimus Prime. This figure was great. I picked him up on Amazon when he was in stock. I caught him at the right time. But yeah, this is a wonderful figure. If you love the movies and you love the Bumblebee movie design, this is your guy. Like, this is the figure you want. And I'm not trying to promote KOs, but if you're okay with a knockoff, you can get this guy for like $25 to $30 with the knockoff version off of Amazon. So if you're fine with not it being, 100% Hasbro, it's basically the same mold, and you can get it way cheaper instead of paying an arm and a leg for this guy. So yeah, that's your Studio Series movie Prime, and I really want a Bayverse looking Prime. And the thing is I had the Revenge of the Fallen one, and I sold it because I didn't like the way that hinge was in the middle of his chest. But other than that, I thought it was a great figure. Should have never got rid of it, but I did, and I sold it for pretty cheap, and now he goes for a lot of money. So, that happens. I also was trying to get the Rise of the Beast Studio Series, was the 101 Optimus Prime. I was also trying to get the buzzworthy re-release of Bayverse Prime, from Dark of the Moon with the oh my gosh, the weapons gate, what was it called? Dude, I just brain farted, but you know what I mean. That was a great looking figure. I missed out on both of those, and they're always out of stock, but I think the Studio Series 101, The Rise of the Beast, I think he's 101, he's going to be getting a re-release, so maybe I can catch him then. The most affordable out of these three is definitely going to be your War for Cybertron Siege. This is, your a G1 Classic Prime with a little twist on it. So I think he's great. He definitely has more kibble showing than these two guys. He's not as clean, especially with the arms. You have these pieces that kind of hang out. And his backpack is nice and flush. So, even though it's not the prettiest, it is just nice and flat. So I think that this is a great mold. I've always loved this design of Prime. I mean, I bought it as soon as I found it in stores because I didn't think I was going to see it that quick. Bought him while I was in college. Great figure. Cool transformation. Cool looking truck mode. And, you also get the axe that can also be used as a shield. The gun, you can plug it in, the different holes all over the figure. So you can have weapon storage. So that's great. And, all of these have weapon storage except for... actually, you know what? He does have weapon storage. I think you can put it in truck mode in the back. But yeah, great figures. So you really can't go wrong there. And my favorite of the bunch is the Earthrise / Kingdom Optimus Prime. And what's so great about this Prime is, yes, he was classified as a leader, so I didn't pay the $30 to $35 for those two. I paid, what was it, $50 for this guy? 50 or 55 at the time. But, he comes with a trailer, and it's not the best Optimus Prime trailer, but, it opens up. I wish it would have came with roller. But, that's bare minimum. So there's your trailer for that Prime. Nothing crazy, but you're really buying it just for this. He is literally a mini masterpiece. Look at, there's no kibble whatsoever on this guy. The way that this guy's engineered, he is just the most fun to transform, and he is easy to transform. And that's what I like about this guy, that, especially with these G1 guys, detail is not everything. And what's crazy about this guy is he has the detail, he has the transformation, the perfect engineering, and he has the proportions. So this is if you don't have the Masterpiece MP10, like me, this is your best option. This is literally that figure just scaled down. And I couldn't be happier. This guy is just phenomenal, and the metallic blue for the face and the hands just really makes it pop. I mean, the colors on all three of these figures are great. So if you're a huge Optimus Prime fan, you really can't go wrong. I don't have really any high-end Transformers. I don't have a single Masterpiece, but I do have the Mega Action Series, the giant non-transformable Optimus Prime. He is massive, based off that IDW G1 style look. I love that Mega Action Series Prime. He is beautiful. He's just huge. And I also have the Lego Optimus Prime, And I believe that's all I have as far as like higher end. And when I mean higher end, I'm really talking about price. Because that's one thing for sure that I struggle with. If I can find Transformers that I like on clearance, I'm gonna buy them. Like if I see them at Ross for a way cheaper price, like I found, who did I find at Ross years ago? I was at a Ross out of town and I found like Springer from the Siege line, Hound, and I believe I found somebody else at Ross. But like those are great figures, and I bought them. I think I bought Hound for like $8 or $9, and Springer for like 12. Like you can't go wrong with that. But and that's the thing. It's really all about your budget, what you feel like, how comfortable you are with spending your money on, whatever Transformer you're looking for. And I think that's what's going to come down to me. If I really like this Studio Series 86 Prime, will I get it? Maybe. But I'm perfectly happy with what I have now, is what I'm trying to say. And there are great alternatives if you don't want to shell out $90. Like if you're just a casual Transformers collector like me, I'm not saying I'm a casual fan because I love Transformers, but I'm a casual collector because, Star Wars comes first and G.I. Joe is like my bread and butter right now. So it's really hard for me to shell out the money for, a new Transformer when I'm already collecting bits and things from other lines. But anyways, guys, I'm going to quit rambling here. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if you are going to get the new Studio Series 86 movie Prime, if you plan on getting that figure, and how do you feel about the price point? Since it's Commander class, do you think it will be $90 like Ultra Magnus? It looks to be about the same scale, and if he comes with a trailer, I think 100% he's going to be a $90 or a $100 figure. I think it'll be great. I might get it, I might not. Let me know what you think, and if you love Optimus Prime, like this video, subscribe, because we will definitely talk about more Transformers and more awesome things in the future. So anyways, thank you guys a lot for watching, and I really appreciate you guys for tuning in to my little channel. So you guys have a great day. I'm going to go enjoy the rest of my Saturday and probably play some drums or something. So yeah. Anyways, guys, peace out. Y'all have a blessed one.